The cost of higher education is something that weighs on everybody's mind, and how to control those costs. Obviously, as we put more funding into different programs, and these dollars are, hard to come by. Act 5 of 2018 fully integrated distance education into the student grant program. And expanding that student program included about 10,000 students taking more than 50% of their courses through distance education, and could reduce the average grant amount of all the students in the program. To mitigate that impact, the PHEAA Board of Directors could implement controls for the amount of grant students taking more than 50% of the classes via distance education. What restrictions, if any, have you applied to students that are taking online courses?
Thank you for that question. So as you mentioned, the integration of eligibility for the state grant program for distance education students was first in place for the 2018-19 academic year, and PHEAA's board does have the latitude to help control the amount of the state grant appropriation that goes towards distance ed awards to students by applying a reduced award for students who take more than 50% of their credits in online coursework. And that was applied for the 2018-19 academic year, so that students who were enrolled primarily in online coursework had awards that were approximately half the value of the award they would have received if they were in classroom for the bulk of their credits. For this current academic year, year 2 of integration of distance education into the state grant program, based on the activity in distance ed enrollments in 2018-19. For 1920, the board set that to about 75% of the in-classroom award value. So a student enrolled more than 50% in online credits is receiving an award equal to 75% of what it would have been had they been in classroom.
I mean, I think online learning, online education, the cost savings are phenomenal. And when we look at the education, we have a generation of students that have grown up learning online. Kids that are in 4th grade can pick my phone up and do more with it than I can figure out to do. It's scary, but true. And if we shift to that model. Now, if we're only reimbursing right now at 75%, which is better than 50%, but as I know from my daughter when she went to school, that you're paying for the course, but the universities and the colleges still tack on all the fees. I mean, I was paying a basketball court fee for my daughter who never stepped foot on campus, did all the learning online. She got her diploma in less than 3 years after she graduated, and it's been working ever since. This should be the model, dual enrollment programs, online learning, to really cut down the cost. Sometimes I fear that if we're rewarding folks who are spending more money rather than rewarding the folks that are being conscious about the cost of education and looking to live at home, maybe have a part-time or a full-time job and learn online, rather than spending all that time and borrowing money for room and board, borrowing money to eat in the cafeteria that they're going to be paying back. I would like to see more of an emphasis put on online learning, because the generation that's coming, they're going to be online learning the rest of their life, because technology is changing so fast and education is changing so fast. So I'd really like to be ahead of that curve rather than behind it. Thank you.
You're welcome.